Every industry is going to be driven by data insights. Before a CEO, CTO, CIO, or CFO gives you the money for a hackathon, you may even use data insights to show them predictive analytics of where that hackathon today, what it means, but what is it going to mean in the future based on insights from data. So, sure enough, here we are in 2019, and what is the number one job 3 years in a row? Data scientist. Data scientist. So basically, data scientist is a well sought out job, not just because of the compensation, but you also have to follow your passion. When you're a data scientist, or any scientist, you're almost like a detective. You're in there and you're trying to figure out something that's known from unknown. How do you do that? The scientific method is your friend in life, period, right? Even in sales engagement, I use the scientific method. But the scientific method now is at the forefront of business decisions from Fortune 10, Fortune 500, all the way down to startup companies now. If you are not using some sort of data insights to drive what it is that you're doing at your company, you're probably not receiving funding, period. And this is where we find ourselves in 2019. So from 2011 to 2019, the predictions that my husband told me have definitely, they've come true. And so that's when we decided to build our company 6 years ago, was around data and around analytics and around helping companies to gain those insights from what we call dark data. Data that they weren't tapping into, but definitely if we brought it together with the data they were capturing, it took their data insights to the next level. And so we're excited to be a part of that. We're excited to help companies to take that journey that they have not taken before, right? And so it's very cool, the collaboration. Everybody's got, the great ideas. How do we bring those all to the table to make it happen? And so it's not always about the technology, but like you said, it's about the collaboration. It's about the communication. It's about the culture, and it's about the hand-holding that you mentioned that you're doing so beautifully with students that don't feel they can code or they don't have the courage they can code. Do you know there are adults that, although they can code, there's a new way of looking at things when you look at cloud-based systems versus the older on-premise systems, if you know what I'm talking about, older data centers. We have to do a lot of hand-holding for those people who don't want to feel like, I'm used to my hardware. But now the hardware is written as code, as software, and that's what's in the cloud. So now we have to do a very similar thing. We do mini hackathons at companies to empower those employees so they can take that journey, not only with us, but with the company and with where everything is going. So you are so right on the right track, Gabby. Awesome. So this is where we find ourselves in 2019. We're super excited. We're advanced partners with Amazon Web Services, so we focus solely on their cloud, and we help clients that would then like to move on to the cloud and understand and take this new journey and to get those data and insights. We utilize a lot of the same tools from high school, from college, using that scientific method, walking them through their idea and making it real and into production for their company to drive revenue, to drive new business requirements within the company, to just make improvements across the board for internal, we call them internal customers or the employees, and external customers, right? Because if you take care of your internal customers, as you're doing, Gabby, it will then transcend outside of your company, and they'll take care of the external customers. So that's what I've learned along the way. Definitely, it's not an easy journey. Respect everyone along this journey. One of the greatest books I've read is called The Spirit of Leadership, and it's been written by Dr. Miles Monroe. If you read that book, I think you'll be inspired to come outside of yourself, outside of who you are, outside of your limitations of where you came from, to really look at, give a 360 view of everyone around you, and be able to deliver that respect from a place that comes from a place that's bigger than you, right? Because if you show respect to someone else, you have commanded an audience. As you're holding their hand, as they're nervous, as they're scared to take that journey with you, you must have that equal respect with them. So I can give you a lot of science books, and they would be awesome, But if you don't command the room and you don't have respect, and you don't honor the person that you're even trying to train and bring up, you won't get anything from them. They won't receive from you and you won't receive from them, and then all of your science is moot. So that is one of the things that I've definitely learned. It doesn't matter in what discipline you find yourself, find that respect. Find a mentor. Respect that mentor. You'll be able to receive from that mentor. You may not always get along, but find respect. Keep your respect. It takes one time to disrespect a person, and everything good that you've done, it may close a door for you. So that's what I would say. That's what I would impart to you. It's been an amazing journey. I'm super excited for all of you. You are in the right place at the right time. The top 10, out of the top 10 jobs, STEM, still, across all industries, is now leading and will be leading for quite some time. So please, whatever you can do to find a mentor, to help take you to the next level, do not be afraid. None of us know what we're doing. We're all learning at the same time. Find a mentor, learn with them, and bring somebody with you. Okay? So on that note, I want to say congratulations to you all. Thank you, NC WIT, for having me here.